Everybody. Supply chain management is a continuation. There is a second chapter on it. I am sure that it's going to help you prepare your exams, and if you are professional, it's going to help you to understand the basic concepts. We are going to talk a little bit more about it. Please, first of all, subscribe and channel it as well. That is how I request you to subscribe so we can share more with you. The topic for today is overview of supply chain. Supply chain is also called chain or demand chain, is the network of involved companies through upstream and downstream intakes in the different processes and activities that produce value in the form of products and services in hands of the ultimate people who are serving it. The services of for this we can take an example. A short manufacturer is a part of supply chain that goes upstreams through the weavers of fabrics into the manufacturing of fabrics and downstream through distributors and retailers to the final consumer. So this is what it is. Now definition, there are various definitions of different editions. But in general, supply chain management means the management of upstream and downstream relationships with suppliers and the company to deliver supplier customer. So, while we consider the definition of supply chain management, there are various definitions which we will be finding depending on the upstream and downstream relationships with the suppliers and customers in different scenarios so as to deliver the best quality services. So, while understanding it, the integrated value chain that is there, creating it and then proceeding it in kind of a process which we name as value creation through the supply chain management. There is a connection in this. To better understand, I have shared one of the figure over here. You can pause it and just see it over here so that you better understand through examples that what I am trying to explain in this lecture. So while we speak of any kind of a plan or strategy which we are particularly concerning, so efficient strategies are very important in which the suppliers and manufacturers and then how it is going to move through a process is to be understood clearly so that you have got a good plan for the right customers, for the right locations, and the delivery is made at the right time. So, logistics from that aspect, while we speak of supply chain management, is being considered as one of the very important strategy or tool you can say to understand it. Now, let's focus the difficulties. Yes, there are many constraints, there are many challenges. Travel times at times is involved, breakdown of the machines, weather conditions, local politics, then labor and conditions, and the at times if the transaction is across the border, so the border issues are also involved by the logistics are concerned. Then while we speak of the complexity of the problem, so globally there is an optimization in supply chain that is significant to minimize internal cost and uncertainty and deal with the remaining uncertainty which still remains. Let me share the history of supply chain. It started in 1960s, and in 1960 the focus was inventory management, 70 was MRP, 80 was MRPIL, JIT, material management, and logistics was the core area where the work was done. 90s is supply chain and ERP, integrated purchasing functions, and 2000s as of now the 20 years have passed. So the optimized value network with real time decision support and synchronized collaborative extended network has been considered. That's why if we talk of now in my previous lecture, SAP has been considered as one of the software to deal with it. Reasons for developing supply chains had been creativity through competitive advantage, then value to consumers, reducing the lead time gap, faster and smaller deliveries to the immediate where we have to focus is. These reasons give one of the notion with while we are competing with the supply chain, between a competition between the competitors and the organizations for which they strategize their moves overall, while we understand this. So, then we understand the goal of supply chain management. If we see the history, as I am focusing history over here, since World War II, with the development of operations and research and management sciences, there has been an increasing interest in supply chain planning and management, because that is one of the basic from where the things had been moving on and the story began. Furthermore, then when advancements become, and globally softwares were developed to optimize this value creation through different mathematical modeling solutions. And this best example will be a software package which might provide the whole status and the whole system. If you see this diagram and you will pause it and you will see it. So, summary of supply chain management has been clearly given over here, and I am sure to learn and understand, whether you are a student or a professional, you can easily make it out from here. Even I would suggest to focus evolving supply chain, you can consider the example of your own organization and then put it through these all strategies and to understand. Supply chain integration has got two basic strategies, the push strategy and the pull strategy. Push strategy is being defined and given explained over here. I have focused the example of as a case study of Dell, that how Dell deals with the push strategy and the pull strategy. So, in this scenario, how do they tackle? There are the large inventory and the stock is there, then obviously those stocks which are there are to be then further materialized, and the inventories are to be considered to make it functional through the logistics management. Then how to balance the demand, and then how to focus the requirements of the clients. At times for the automobile industry, the challenges are bigger, but basically whichever organization you talk about, the consideration will be made through the same. Considering supply chain integration, the pull strategies, we need to focus to understand that how it works. Production and distribution are the demand driven areas from for which the pull strategy is implemented, and it is basically I have taken the example of Dell. If you focus that how do they deal into it, you would be able to understand that their focus is decreased lead times, then obviously retailer inventory, how it is maintained, more efficient and effective way of developing and producing the resources. Supply chain integration, as I told you earlier, has got push and pull strategies through which the whole system is integrated for better results. So, considering these in mind, I would suggest you to take the example of your own organization, make it practical by implementing these points which I have shared with you in this lecture, and put your own organization into the scenario of pull and push strategies, which is going to help you. I am also willing, even if you want my help in that, you can write down in the comment box. I can run a live webinar, or I can come for streaming and I can explain these to you. I would be needing only your emails in the comment box, or even simply you can mention that you are interested, I can reach back to you. So, choosing between push and pull strategies, what are the basics which we need to understand is given in this quadrant. I have intentionally given it into two parts, part 1 and then part 2, so that you can put into it. You can only understand the high flow and the lower side of it, so by putting that example of your own organization, jot down the strategies. A little of the pencil work is required for this, and the clearer picture would be like this, which you can see now in this diagram with the 4 quadrants. You can see that the push and pull strategy, pull is on the higher side, push is on the lower side, where you are focusing, and you can say that economies of the scale are on this side, and that's how you can understand. Very important is the characteristics of push and pull strategies, that how it is categorized, complexity, focus, lead time, processes, and likewise the push and pull is being written down, and you can see the comparison. This is the comparison slot. Over here again the collaboration comes, because once the push and pull strategy is implemented, the collaborative part is very important. You can see in the diagram how the logistics and the movement of inventory from the warehouse till the consumer is being detailed over here in this. I have tried to put as many slides as possible to make it very comparison supplier and consumer or customer, both like the material and then the information and the funds. The flows resemble a chain reaction. Like obviously it's not a cyclic, you can say, even, or a chain reaction, both goes the same. The importance of supply chain management is clearly given over here in this diagram. You can pause it a little, and again I would request you to put down your own. We have two paths of life, success and failure. So obviously if we put these strategies at the right place, we will be towards the success, and failure will be overdone on this. So thank you very much for watching. Write down in your comments box your queries and questions. If you want me to be live in that streaming section, I'll be there. Take good care of yourself. See you in the next